Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. It's Ricci Treffer with Hunter Real Estate. I thought I'll take a moment to introduce you to one of my favorite vendors, John Devlin with Blue Ribbon Construction. Hi, John.
Hey.
So we're just going to take a few minutes of your time. As we're all doing business differently, you can tell I'm doing business from my living room via a Zoom meeting with a hat on. So pardon my appearance, but that's just kind of the times we're living in. And we wanted to share with you, as everybody is home and maybe thinking about doing some home projects, what are some ways to do this safely, and what is a good way to get a contractor in your home? So John, you're with Blue Ribbon Construction. You're a design builder. Tell me a little bit more about Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, so we've been in business for quite a while, over 25 years. We are currently the fourth largest remodeler in the Triangle by volume. That's residential. We're a small, tiny mat compared to a builder. But as far as residential remodelers go, we're a decent size. So we certainly have the experience and the staff to get any project done right now. So we're a design builder. What that really means is that we concentrate on projects that need design work. So that would be projects like kitchens and bathrooms and basements and attics and mother-in-law suite additions and whole house remodeling. Projects that are generally the size to be worthy of blueprints and plans and 3D renderings. If it's much smaller or simpler, we're just overkill, and you probably would be better suited picking a more hands-on type of contractor.
Okay, terrific. So you described a little bit kind of what type of jobs you do. What makes you different? There's tons of general contractors, GCs out there.
Yeah.
What makes you different in how you approach a project and how you work with a client? Because
Yeah.
I know you've done a great job for my clients. So
yeah, thank you. I'd say what makes us different is that we are first and foremost a business with processes, and we spend a lot of time planning. I spend probably, on some projects, I spend 9 weeks planning for a 6-week project. It's incredibly crucial, if you want the project to actually be only 6 weeks and be on budget, to actually have a well-written scope of work. So that's what really makes us different. We're going to end up with the trifecta: a beautifully well-written, detailed scope of work, a schedule that is a Gantt chart, actually sophisticated Gantt chart working in the background, written schedule before the project ever even starts. And then lastly, it's accompanied with a detailed and accurate fixed price budget. And so those three things together make for a predictable process, a predictable project. So rather than kind of the age-old, style of construction that some people might be thinking of from TV shows where people feel their way through the process, that does not work for sophisticated projects. That's fine for a deck. That's a bad idea for a sophisticated project. So that's the difference. Planning.
Nice. So no surprises.
Yes, we like surprises to be like presents, not you have, this is a load-bearing beam and you need to take this out. Well, that's just all made up stuff from TV. You have failed to do your job if you get caught off guard by that kind of surprise.
Good. Very good. That's really good to know. So now, of course, you and I are both in the business of going into people's homes. And clearly we're not doing that. We've changed our way of doing things. We've changed our processes. Here we are, meeting online. Share with us what you have done. How have you changed your processes to help your clients, serve your clients, but also keep them safe and keep your job site safe? What are some of the guidelines you're working under?
Yeah, we feel very, very fortunate that the governor has declared construction to be essential services. And we do not want to abuse that privilege that we have to keep working. So we're very grateful. We appreciate it. We take it extremely seriously. First of all, to protect our employees and the trade contractors, the electricians, the plumbers that we invite into a customer's home. We want to keep them safe also. So we changed 3 things for our business. 3 essential key elements that had to change is our sales process, our design process, and our construction process. So first of all, we changed the sale process to try to eliminate all face-to-face contact. So we use Zoom to do phone interviews. People join the Zoom meeting on their phone, and they can hit the button and give us a tour of their home. Sometimes we ask them to take some measurements for us. We have nice discussions about what they want to accomplish, and we just use lots of other resources to try to prepare a ballpark estimate. At some point, we have to meet them at their house. But in the beginning, if you're just trying to gauge, well, about how much would this kitchen remodel be, so that you can determine whether you want Blue Ribbon to be hired to design your project, then that's how we do it. So that is how we've changed the design process, or I'm sorry, the sales process, the beginning process to get the project going. If we're then hired for design, that's radically different. Does that make sense so far?
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of sense.
So once the design process takes over, that's a little bit tougher, because now you want to touch and feel and pick out all these cool cabinets and countertops, and it's difficult. So we're going to look at your house idea books. We're going to look at your Pinterest pages. We're going to have lots of discussions. We've set up cameras in our showroom, so we'll be able to give you a virtual tour of our showroom. We'll be able to set up our place where we used to meet, to spread out everything on the table to show you all the cool stuff. We've got that set up with the camera too. We will have to come at some point, and of course we wear proper gloves and masks and things of that sort, and measure your house. So there's a few very limited face-to-face meetings. But then ultimately, we pack up the things that you like, and we sanitize them, and we drop them on your front porch so you can touch and feel them just like you used to, because that is something that you don't want to miss. You can't pick things out from an internet picture. It's just not going to be viable. So
that's fantastic. And then the last step, of course, is actually getting the work done after all the design period. Now, let's say, we're still not able to do business as usual by the time the design is done. So you had projects, of course, that started long before. So you are in the phase now of actually doing the work. You were ready. Everybody was waiting and excited. And all of a sudden, we're under quarantine. So how are you proceeding?
Yes, and we've had to, of course, ramp this part of it up immediately. We had several projects underway. We had to slam the brakes on and figure out how on earth are we going to manage this. I mean, one of our customers was in the medical field and was seeing sick people, and how am I going to protect my people from from her patients that she sees that are sick people? So it was pretty scary. One of the things that we already do dust protection in a home. So we figured out, okay, we just need to ramp up our dust protection to lead remediation levels. So we quarantine off the house with plastic poles, and we Velcro the plastic to the ceiling, and we use these poles, and we put zippered doorways in. So we essentially can almost create a negative air pressure zone for the construction area that we're working in. In addition to that, we've added outdoor hand washing stations. We posted a few of these on our Facebook page. It's just a laundry sink that we hooked up to a garden hose, but it works. Then someone can wash their hands properly. Of course, we have porta potties at every house. No one's allowed to use the homeowner's restroom. We've set up separate entrances for construction and for the homeowners so that we don't keep sharing the same space. And if homeowners need to take a peek, then they just need to be careful what they touch and then exit. And of course, we're cleaning the job sites down as best we can and trying not to have too many people in at the same time, because we have got to keep social distancing. So we do provide masks and gloves if need be. But on the whole, we just had to slow the projects down a little bit so that we don't have too many people there at the same time.
Terrific. Well, John, I really appreciate, I know you're still super busy working on tons of projects, and really appreciate you taking time to chat with us and shed some light on how you can, make good use of this time, especially now that we're spending so much time in our homes. I think a lot of people are starting to think that, gosh, I sure wish I would have started this project. So if this ever happens again, and you and I both have been, laid up with surgeries and injuries, so we know what it's like to spend a lot of time in our homes, and we want to make sure it's a safe home and it's a beautiful home that you and your family can enjoy. So I really hope you enjoyed what John had to share with us. Reach out if you have any questions. I have great vendors like John that I love to connect you with. Make sure that you get the best quality work for the best value in your home. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you, Ricci.